Funky Hellboy's channel is proudly a partner with the Freedom Network. Thanks for watching. This is a live episode, so get excited for that. Well, I didn't really know what to talk about, and I'm excited that I did get my Big Bang video up yesterday. I had some problems getting that up, but hopefully you guys are having a lot of fun watching a video like that. Now, if you do remember, I did make that Peacock and Big Band Synergy video as a Tech Tuesday. So if you did want to check out some Synergy immediately for your new Big Band players, please check out that video, or any of the Big Band Tech Tuesdays. Now, I didn't really feel like doing the post-commentary one because there wasn't really a good topic of discussion to really talk about. I already talked about how Big Band will affect the Skullgirls scene, and I've already talked about how everybody during Big Band's release will probably be playing Big Band, which really was not an example. Really was not an exaggeration of what actually really happened. Everybody was really playing Big Band. It's actually, the recording is actually of today, so this isn't last night's recording, these are actually today's, so everybody's kind of steamed down for the Big Band play a little bit. But, you know, everybody's still having a lot of fun with Big Band, and Big Band's still having a huge amount of play, just because he does have the new character syndrome, which, you know, everybody will want to play Big Band. It's kind of like how everybody will now, instead of playing Big Band in the beta, everybody will now really just play Fugula in the beta, because of that new character syndrome. And just wait until Eliza is in there, because that will have a new character syndrome too. And once Eliza is released, or at least a little bit of her is released onto the beta, you can bet that I will do a video on her. Well, let's get on to this match. I'm actually really kind of losing this match, because in all honesty, this is not my main team by a long shot. But I do like this setup, the two characters. I do feel like they have one of, if not some of the best synergy together. But honestly, if I really wanted to get really cheap with this team, I would go into a 3-person team and put Double as an anchor with Hornet Bomber Heavy, along with Big Band's Beat Extend Light, or I would keep with his I would take it with his, what's it called again? Brass Knuckle Heavy. Let's go with my BB, my boy Blue, my Big Band. Yes, this works on so many levels. But let's try and talk about a couple things, even though we don't have a topic of discussion. I still want to talk to you guys. So, some cool things that you might not know of, and I haven't really made a video for it, is every Sunday now on the Skullgirls Online Battles Steam group, I will actually be hosting a tournament, an online tournament, for anybody to join. Not even people who aren't in the Steam group. They can join too. So anybody can join the tournaments. Hopefully it does bring more people into the Steam group. We are actually now one of the most. The Skullgirls Online Battlers Steam group is actually now one of the most. It has one of the most participated amount of people. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say. It has the most population out of all the other Skullgirls. Well, not the most, but actually one of the most populated Skullgirls Steam groups on Steam. Jeez, that was hard for me to come up and say for some reason. But yeah, and it's growing. It's actually almost getting more popular than Skullbats, which is really good. Because in all honesty, I played Skullbats for a little bit, but I have my own opinion about some things I felt like were okay with Skullbats, some things that I did feel were wrong with Skullbats. But you know, that's a whole different can of worms that I don't really want to open right now. But if you guys do want me to open something like that, then there's a good topic of conversation. But a whole different thing is I'm glad that I'm finally doing the tournament on every Sunday now. I'm glad, okay? I'm very glad about that, just because it'll get more people interested in Skullgirls, and it'll bring the community a little bit more together. It isn't just a tournament where I'm like, oh man, you have to have this many hours in the game to be able to play. That would really go against what I try to do, and what I'm trying to do is always bring in more people and newer people. And that's what I try to, and that's why exactly I made that Steam group for, is to bring in newer people, just because it does have a newer player section where I honestly take everybody who posts in there and I do online training with them to make sure that they can play to the best of their abilities and they get a better grasp. Because honestly, just catering towards the better players or just the more experienced players is something that I'm kind of against in doing, honestly, just because Skullgirls already isn't that big of a fighting game community game, and just catering towards a specific group of people in that already not that big community does more harm than good, honestly. So, you know, I'm happy that I'm doing a couple things to help out the community in that aspect. But other cool things was due to the success of the first Online Battlers tournament. Yes, I did already have one tournament. I was going to upload it on YouTube, but there was some copyright music used. That's not going to happen again, so Nightbot's probably going to be turned off during that. But due to the success of that, I was contacted by one of the 86 stream people that look for 86 stream scouts, and basically they wanted me. That person is going to talk to 86 about giving me a Sunday show, co-hosting with POS Industries. Like, he's going to be my co-host on the show, and basically to stream my online tournaments. Which I think if it does go through, I think that's great, honestly, because I don't want to feel like I'm trying to toot my own horn here. No big puns intended, but I would kind of rather have my tournament be accessible to a big stream like that on 86 than a tournament like Who Y'all Like. And I'm not trying to diminish Who Y'all Like, but every single time I watch something like Who Y'all Like or Skullbats, and I will get into this if you guys do want me to, I see the same exact players play again and again, and it just feels like I'm just watching the same exact thing. The streamer go against that one person, or haha, you know, it's you know, it's money it's these big matches, and then it's not. It's just not. It's just these people that you're just kind of not really making anything big out of. It's just trying to overflow a situation that isn't big. That isn't, like, meant to be big. In my opinion. Like, you guys seen in earlier Online Battle videos, you've seen me play against people like Soupy Swan or Agent J a lot. But when I sometimes go on to, and Soupy Swan does go on to online tournaments, I mean, Agent J goes on, well, they both do, but let's use Agent J. Agent J does go on to tournaments like Who Y'all Like or Skullbats, and they advertise him a lot. And the thing is, he goes on those tournaments a lot. So it's nothing new, really, and they're advertising it. It's like it's the best new thing, and it's an online tournament. You're not gonna get like offline people like Sven or Ductator to really rake in you know, people's excitement to see those offline players. You're getting online people. And the thing is, they don't really cater towards the online community in a sense of building the online community's the online player's persona, so then people are actually excited to see people like that battle. They're just saying these two, their matches are going to be, you know, they have such a history against each other. You know, they really don't build anything onto that, and that's a real shame. that they don't try and build, and it's not like, oh, you have to force the person to have an online persona, so he has to be like a jerk, and like, he'll be like the villain of the stream. No. By an online persona, I just mean they're not really letting people, you know, see the human side of the player. They're just seeing the player, and basically, just seeing that person play is as good as just seeing somebody basically just play against a computer, a really good computer, but just a computer the same. And it doesn't mean, oh, you have to get a webcam, or force everybody on your online tournaments to have webcams so then they see you. No, what I do mean by that is just interact with them. Act like you've actually played with them outside of your quote-unquote business of tourneys. Act like you've actually, you know, built a gaming relationship with that person, so then it actually feels people can get invested into watching those people, and then, you know, you can actually have fun watching those people, and you can start rooting for people instead of just saying, oh, it's blank versus blank. I have never heard about these people, but it's those two against each other. In all honesty, I feel like that is a disservice to online tournaments. Are online tournaments perfect? No. Online lag and stuff like that kind of ruins it, but you can figure out ways around it. But do I completely dislike streams like Who Y'all Like or Skullbats? No. I mean, I like what they're trying to do. I like what they're doing, okay? So please don't get upset with me just because I said some things of my opinion, and don't get upset with me over that, okay? It's just all opinion, and basically it's my opinion, and if you don't feel like my opinion matters, then, well, it shouldn't matter to you. But enough of that. I mean, I don't want to seem like one of those guys where, you know, saying something bad and then saying it's my opinion, don't, you know, be mad at me. You can have full right to be mad at me if you like those things or anything like that, but you have full right, okay? I mean, I also have other problems with the stream, Who Y'all Like, that are really just unorthodox. Not my dislikes, but what they do is just, it's pretty vile what they do to lesser known streams. They don't do it to me anymore because honestly I get more viewers than them if we're going against head-to-head for viewership. But I guess I'll just run through what I mean by vileness of that. When I was a new upstarting stream, you know, hitting your 10 live viewers, that's an amazing feel, especially in a game like Skullgirls, where it already doesn't have too many people watching, there's not too many streams, and you're excited. Wow, you know, this is my new channel, and I'm getting 10 live viewers. But then if you have somebody go into your chat, and you've already said into your chat that you really don't care for people, you don't like people who come in on even YouTube comments and say stuff like, "Hi, I'm Nintendo Fan 97. I do Let's Plays. I'm really bad at doing Let's Plays, but it's so funny. Watch me play. Please like, favorite, and subscribe. Watch me play. Give me a chance. Here's a link to my channel." I don't like that.
In some ways,
and the thing is,
quiet on the set.
you know, you're a new upstarting channel, and they only do this to new Skullgirls channels. They don't do it to me anymore because I guess I'm more of a threat or something. But what they would do is they would go into new Skullgirls channels, and then they would actually steal away viewership from the new upstarting Skullgirls channels by saying, "Hey, Who Y'all Like is on right now. Come on, guys, here's the link to go." And they would actually steal viewership. Like when I had those figurative 10 live viewers, which was a peak at that point. I get much more now, but that's beyond the point, which was a peak at that point. After, you know, the stealing of the, you know, viewers, you only get like 2. Which you could feel if a new player wants to, and I've seen so many streams go by on the wayside and they've all had like the same title. New player tries to pick up Skullgirls or something of a variant like that. And they're all, and I've seen so many streams like that, and they're trying their hardest, and they're putting out quality content, but then they get discouraged when something like that happens. When something like that happens to them, they'll get discouraged. It isn't supposed to be a contest. It's supposed to... making a Skullgirls stream shouldn't be about business. It shouldn't be, I'm getting the most viewers, I'm getting the most money. It shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't, like my YouTube channel, it's not about that. It's about helping people enjoy Skullgirls more. It's about helping advanced players have fun watching Skullgirls and learning more stuff. It's about having intermediate players grow to love Skullgirls to such a degree. And it's about having the newer players get interested into the game and start joining the game. Because in all honesty, the Skullgirls community isn't that big. It is not that big of a community, and the game really isn't that big of a game. It's got a great community, it really does. There's not too many like nasty attitudes or nasty people in the Skullgirls community, but in all honesty, it's not big. It's not big enough to have that. It's not big enough to have that. In all honesty, when people do something like that and discourage newer players from, yeah, I know, from doing streams or providing content online because they feel discouraged when somebody tries to steal or take away from their own content. It's just a shame, honestly, and that's why I have a problem with a stream like who y'all like. You know, I'm not dissing it for trying to do a Skullgirls tournament, which is, you know, great for them. And it should be, you know, good for the Skullgirls community. I have less of a problem with Skullbats. I just got disinterested in Skullbats because it was just the same people over and over again. And I did participate in one Skullbats, and I was just like, I play these people all the time online. You know, why would I, you know, do this? So that's why I created my own tournament, which, you know, invites newer players to join. And it's not like, oh, newer players are joining, that's gonna be boring watching, you know, the better players, you know, beat up the newer players. No, I try and match up the newer players against newer players, so then their matchups are actually kind of hype to watch. But that's beyond the point. Having something like what I just described with the, you know, streaming channels and with YouTube channels where people want to steal away other people's content and they're just discouraging other people from making Skullgirls videos. That's a real shame, because in all honesty, I've had so many opportunities to discourage people from making Skullgirls videos. Somebody on the stream had asked, hey Funky, are you making a you know, big band story video? And I said yes, and he said, well, I am too, it's gonna be my first video. And I'm like, cool. And I'm like, now this is actually, and I kept telling him, you know, it's a good idea for you to try and get this out as quick as possible, but try and make it in a quality way, where, you know, try and make it in a quality way where people will enjoy it. Try and make your channel do something that nobody else is doing with Skullgirls. And people will come to that to watch it. I tried helping him instead of saying, oh man, you should just give your video content to me and I'll post it on my, you know, channel. People have actually asked me to do that for some of their video content, and I might if they start recording, and, you know, that's great. But the thing is, instead of just telling him to give up and just give it to me and I'll do it, and just link all that stuff to me and just post about me, you should help the person grow. It doesn't matter. If that person becomes bigger than you,
Back on the beat.
Figuratively with viewers or subscribers or something like that, good, okay? You helped somebody grow to that position, and I guarantee you they will not forget your help. They will not forget you, okay? You helped them, and that should feel good enough that you helped a game that you are passionate about enough to make video content for, and to do all this amazing things for a game that really there isn't too much of content out for. And you're doing all this. You should help others do the same. Instead of discouraging people from never trying just because you want a larger piece of the already really small pie. If we had more flour to make that pie bigger, well, you would have more pie to eat. Alright guys, I mean, that's really what I'm gonna end off on. We really just talked about a lot of things. Maybe if you guys want, I'll expand upon a couple of these topics in you know, more post-commentary episodes of the Online Battles. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Hey, and if you want, I guess subscribe. It's not only good for me, it's good for the whole Skullgirls community to grow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.